talked, and let me tell you something about Jim Kilgore. He is, when you look up the definition of loyalty in the dictionary, you find Jim Kilgore's picture, and that's the truth. There's so many others. Tim Newton, my operations guy, and my best friend. It's not very often that you get to hire your best friend. And I got to hire one of my best friends to come to work for me. And not only is he the encouragement, but he keeps me out of trouble. Mariah's around here somewhere. She's up front at the front desk. Mariah keeps our office rocking and rolling. And man, I tell you what, she does an awesome job. And Will, you got an awesome wife there, because the way she takes care of us around here, I know she's going to take care of you. She just got married a couple of weeks ago, so I've got to say that. Lauren, Ashley, Beth, did I miss anybody? Bianca, our graphic artist in there. Nick, one of our workers, he's in school. He had class today, came in here and worked till 3 o'clock today to make sure all this was set up. TJ, our event guys that go out on the weekends. Logan, so many of you out there. But last but not least, and thank you employees for backing us up and everything. But last but not least, I want to thank my vendors. And what I mean by my vendors is I want to thank you reps out there. I know what it's like to knock on doors and have to talk to people like Ashley Lord with Kia, okay? And have to deal with that. I see Rebecca and Jerry and Mike and Daryl and Justin and Brian and so many of you that we do business with that help us with our business. Colin back there from Dickey Broadcasting. And I know I'm going to miss somebody. Dave Deemer and Kelly there from Star 94. My dear friend Kevin Avery, Chad, and John Sturziker from 104.7 The Fish. So many of you out there that do things. You know what? Thank you for the miles you put on the road. Thank you for putting up with me when I pick up the phone. And I quite frankly tell you, you're crazy. I'm not spending that much money. We're going to do it this way. And then somehow we always work it out together. I don't know. I want to thank my clients, okay? My first client was Carriage Automotive Group in Gainesville. David Bash is the president of Carriage Automotive Group. For those of you that have met David, David said to me a couple of weeks ago, he said, I'm going to be here today. But David never leaves the office. I told Jim when he said he was coming, I said, the only way we're going to get him here is if he flies his helicopter and lands across the street. But he may show up later, but I appreciate David, and I wouldn't have an event without David Bash and the folks at Carriage Automotive Group. And if you ever need a car, let me know, and we'll take care of that. My Aunt LaVon didn't turn off her phone, if y'all want to know who that is. We used to have a lady at church with us named Liz that did that, LaVon.
Forget it.
Anyway, but I want to thank my clients. Mike Rhodes from Georgia Outdoor News is here with us. Mike, raise your hand back there, buddy. We've had the pleasure of working with Georgia Outdoor News for quite a while. Every time you go in a convenience store in the state of Georgia, you see one of those deer hunting magazines, do you not? Or a fishing magazine. That's Mike and the good guys there. We invited Liberty University and Ron Kennedy and Dr. Falwell, not Dr. Falwell, but Jerry Falwell, our big client. They, of course, are in Lynchburg, Virginia. They couldn't make it today. But you know what's been fun about working with those guys is Mr. Falwell told Jim and I from day one with him, he said, Darren, we want your firm to help Liberty be to evangelicals what Notre Dame is to the Catholics or BYU is to the Mormons. So we said, well, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And I looked at him and I said, we got to take you out of the box. He said, what do you mean take you out of the box? I said, we got to put you in the mainstream, boss. I mean, we got to put you on TV here and there. And you know what? They were just foolish enough to believe us, and it's worked. It's worked, and we're thankful for those guys. Dr. Bob Myers was going to be here to speak today. Ashley was a fill-in, and but he couldn't find, honest to goodness, he calls me and he says, Darren, they're out of gas in Toccoa. I don't know if I could do it. So we get to work with some great folks and some great clients and some great people. I see my brother-in-law back there, Matt Jordan, who, if you ever want to know who I bounce ideas off of, and I say, I'll call him up and say, what do you think of that? This. He'll say sometimes, man, that might work. Then again, he'll say sometimes, you're crazy. That ain't going to work at all. But I'm glad he's there. My little brother's here today. He's over here taking pictures, and I love him and I thank him. But you know what, guys? This is fun. This is fun, and I want to encourage you. If you don't like what you're doing, if you ain't been blessed in life to be able to do what you enjoy doing, I mean, I look over there cooking our food today. Pete Hicks, my buddy Pete's right there with the Georgia Bulldog hat. Pete was one time a client of mine, at 104.7 The Fish. And we've just maintained relationships ever since, right, Pete? We may talk once every 6 months, once a year, but Pete and I talk, and we have a good time when we talk and we cut up. For those of you that want to know what he advertised back in the day, I don't want to make sure you eat first, and then I'll tell you what kind of company he runs on a day-to-day basis. But Pete owns Elite Termite and Pest Control, okay? So, but anyway, we created a jingle together one time that said, when you see those bugs running around your feet, call 866-TRY-ELITE. So, we had a good time back then. But, hey, guys, again, thank you for coming. My buddy Snooky's here, James Wickline. I went to high school with him, man. He's such a good friend. Friends from the city of Marietta stopped by, and I appreciate them. My Uncle Harry's back there. I just seen him walk up late. He like my granny. He's always going to stand in the back.
Real estate lady.
What's that?
Real estate lady.
Miss Carol Hand over here, she's the one, she's standing in the corner. She helped us find this place. My good friend Brad Bolton's here. I mean, there's so many folks. If I mentioned all of you by name, we'd be here all day long. But hey, I want to introduce y'all to somebody that my wife and I has got to know over the past year. And I tell you what, he's one of the most encouraging fellas that I've ever met in my entire life. Not because of who he is, but because of what he represents and what he says. And it's our pastor, Dr. Sam Matthews from First United Methodist Church up here in Marietta. Dr. Sam, come on around, say a few things, and then we'll let you give the invocation.
It's an honor. Thanks a lot.
Got my feelings hurt a little bit. It says right here, 4:28, Dr. Sam speaks in prayer. 4:30, done. That's 2 minutes. I'll get him back. Sunday, boy, you won't be out until the third quarter of the Falcons game. You can look at 4 fingers and make 7.
Yes, sir.
I hereby appoint you to the finance committee. You're in charge of counting the offering every Sunday. That's a great talent. That's a great talent. I'm honored to be here. I love these 2 people. I've gotten to know them really, really well. When I was a little fella, we remember growing up. Hey, you're 46?
47.
I got shoes that are 47 years old. You're a young man. There was a grocery store and a little gas station that everybody in Ackworth went to over on the 4-lane over on 41. Everybody went there. And they sold it, and somebody else took over. And my grandfather said, Sammy, this will never work. Business goes with the man. And within 6 months, that little place had closed. Nobody went there anymore. Everybody went there because of the people who'd been there. Business is personal, so many things are. And Dan has done a good job of pointing out the personal relationships and personal contacts in here. I'll wait till Sunday to extend this and get even with Darren. But let's say a prayer, okay? Let's bow our heads. Almighty God, we're grateful always for your presence and for your love in our hearts and in our lives. Today we're thankful for the beauty of the earth and the glory of the skies. We're thankful for our nation and those who have made it what it is and those who defend it around the world. Today we're thankful for business, for free enterprise, for people who take risks, who put their money where their mouths and where their dreams are, and sometimes see fruition and sometimes don't. We're thankful for companies that hire people and make payrolls and put roofs over children's heads and food on tables, who put cars out in the driveway, who pay tuition bills and build colleges and churches, who build communities, who pay taxes and make sure the roads are paved and the power is on, and all those things that we take for granted. Help us to remember that so much of that comes from entrepreneurs who take great, great risks to make those things happen. Be especially with this group. It's a close group. It's a group that seeks to honor you and all that it does. Thank you for your presence here. Thank you for the leadership that's here. Bless this place, bless this company, and God bless our nation. Amen. Darren, God bless you.
Thank you, Dr. Sam.
I'll get you some.
All right, that's it for the official ceremony here. Be sure to get something to eat. There's plenty of food over here. There's drinks as well. If you haven't signed up at the back there for the $1,000 gift card, be sure to do that and just have fun.